Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of ContinueQuest. I'm Paul.
And I'm his friend, Josh.
And we're gonna grind these guys right here, because we found out that this is a pretty decent fight. It gives you 2,000 experience.
We need all the experiences.
We need all the experiences.
So we're trying to get to 50, right? Level 50.
Yeah, we think 50 seems like a good number.
Yeah.
I want to basically get, like, close-ish to 1,000 HP, I feel like.
I feel like that's great.
I feel like that'd be a good spot. I'd be able to heal from there pretty good.
I feel like I could jerk off to 1,000 HP. That's what I feel like.
Come on, line bomb time, baby.
One thing I don't like about this game, bear with me.
Go on.
Is that there are bad guys everywhere, and like they're hard to see. Like I didn't know there was a ball.
They trick
down
you.
there
Well, I
until
mean, okay, let's compare it to your favorite game, Dragon Warrior.
yeah.
You don't see any enemies there.
No,
they just appear out of nowhere.
They're secret. They're secret enemies.
So that's the same thing, basically, right?
I get. No, I mean it's not a big deal. It's not. I don't even really don't like it. I'm just talking. I just didn't see him down there.
We got Frog Flare.
Oh yeah, Frog Dance.
So that's the move we needed for the final boss, apparently. Maybe not needed, but
it's recommended.
It's recommended to have. So we're gonna do that. Give me this fight.
We don't need Book Saber.
Book Saber comes way too late. That's more of a New Game Plus thing.
What about Camera Jolt?
Chocolate Kiss, I hear, is one of the better ones.
Holy shit, it sounds like it is.
Yeah, it sounds great. I'll give myself a
more
chocolate
like
kiss.
Headache Kiss.
For you, it is.
Dude, I went to
For me, it's a joy kiss.
I went to this fucking ice cream place that's around where I live in Bucks County. Called Oh Wow Cow. There's a free ad for you.
Cool. Beautiful.
And they make their own ice cream, and it's fucking delicious.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking delicious. Oh Wow Cow. It's delicious, but I got a tiny sample of like this double fudge. And I was like, I shouldn't do that. And I had a headache from it.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
It was like taking like a pill of chocolate. It was like if medicine was like chocolate was in like a medicine pill.
Yeah.
It was like a reverse asprin is what I took. I took a backwards Excedrin.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Like I knew it as soon as I ate it. I was like, oh, this is not good.
Was it worth it though? Is the question.
Nah, it wasn't. I mean, I got a bunch of other ice cream that none of it was chocolate. It was all delicious.
That's a nice thing. I mean, look, chocolate's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I fucking love chocolate.
But there's enough delicious stuff in the world that you can live without it.
I had this coconut almond vanilla.
Oh.
It was like God jizzed in my mouth.
There's a place in Philadelphia called Little Baby's Ice Cream. There's another free ad
Little
for you.
babies!
Little Baby's Ice Cream. And I'm gonna do this frog flare just to see what it's like.
See what it does. Experiment a little. Kiss her boyfriend.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens.
Kiss a girl and
what
the fuck? Holy shit, that's the fucking coolest thing I've ever. Holy shit!
I love it. I love it.
That's the silliest shit I've ever seen in my whole life.
I love it. It's so good.
I'm gonna tattoo of that.
All across both butt cheeks.
On my back.
Cross with the crack in the middle.
Yeah, just go over the crack. Yeah, just tattoo right over the crack.
Just make it so that when my cheeks are closed, as long as I'm not spreading my cheeks, the frog.
It's one big ass frog.
But if it looks horrible across both cheeks when they're spread, I don't care.
Dude, I would get it, and then I would get frog flare in like a ghetto font above it.
In between the butt cheeks.
No, on like a tramp stamp above frog flare.
I'm doing it again. Because why not?
Holy shit. What?
Yeah.
What in the fuck? They were like, we're running out of shit. I don't know.
I don't know. Drop a frog on the screen.
Big ass frog. Who knows?
That's goddamn beautiful.
That's how you get the kids. I bet if you drop frog flare on these guys ahead, they'll kill all of them at once.
I can't.
Oh,
the ones that were the.
Is it too?
No, they block your abilities.
Oh, you're right.
So I can't do
that. So just
that.
keep fighting these guys.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
That was the chair making a fart sound.
Yes, not Josh's frog flare butt cheeks.
I spread my frog flare and let out a frog fart.
Do you like that I'm going back and forth for you here and not saving over the same thing?
This is my favorite thing about these games.
Oh, good. I'm glad we can make your dreams come true in this playthrough.
I love grinding, you know that.
I need to grind because this is the same thing as the end of Dragon Warrior. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir, dude. I know.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna go into this boss where I'm not
always
fucking powered up.
Prepared.
Always,
ABB. Always be prepared.
ABP. Always be powerful.
AVP.
I go by President Trump's mindset. ABP, always be powerful. ABTP, always be the ABTMP.
Always be the most powerful.
The most powerful. That was one of his books. You just opened it up and it just said, always be the most powerful.
Always be the most powerful. Oh, there it is. That's what we need to do then.
Such a strong man.
Such a great president.
He's so strong. He's such an ideal strong man.
I wish he would marry my daughter. I don't know.
I love it. No, I love it.
I wish he would sexually assault my child.
Oh my god. That's a high honor from him.
No frog flare?
Oh, I'm frog flaring, dude. What do you think?
What happens if you do frog flare first? Does it kill them all right away? Because it hits
I
them
don't
for
know,
like $2,000.
Let's
dude.
try it. Yeah, let's try that next time. I'll wait for it and I'll do the frog flare right off the bat.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
It uses a lot of my MP, but it's good.
Your military police.
Yeah, my military police. That's both. These are 2 ultimates now, man.
Oh yeah,
Ultimate attacks.
I love ultimate. Ultimate's pretty much the best.
I was always more of a fan of penultimate.
Penultimate? Oh, the penultimate is a cool... What's the difference? Like, what's the...
It's like right, but like the next thing before ultimate.
It's like...
Pre-ultimate.
Pre-ultimate,
Yeah.
Gotcha. Like, okay.
Before the last.
Right.
But it's people like say it because they think it means the best.
The ultimate... I've heard that. I've heard people... that's why I was always like, is it like inflammable means flammable? Like, when something's inflammable?
Yeah! Frog best!
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Frog good best.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, good call, man.
Look at all this fucking shit we're getting. Look at these hyper ethers we're getting.
Yeah, these are going to be useful. I think hold on, actually, are those the ones that do max, or are they like... Oh my god, it restores all of it. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. This is a great grind.
What a great grind.
One great grind.
One great grind. I was thinking about that. Our trip to Boston.
Man. That was like one of the best trips we've ever gone on. We went up to PAX. We were going up to PAX, and we stayed with our friend Joe Williams. There's a free ad for you.
Joe Williams, he's delicious in your mouth.
He won't give you a headache if you eat him in a small amount. We were going up there and we were driving up. We were going through Connecticut.
We were right before Hartford because when I go to Hartford, I see the sign all the time.
Where I was like, one weird.
And it was like 9/11 truthers. It was like graffitied on this like overhead sign.
Oh, what? It says truthers on it now?
It's like I don't know exactly what it's like. 9/11, the truth or something like that.
Come on.
Yeah, it's like 9/11 was an inside job.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Right.
And we were like a little bit. We had like a super traffic jam.
We were
shit.
travel loopy there.
Yeah, and you were like, "Yo, that was like one weird."
I said it really matter of factly. I was like, "That was one weird day." Because we were talking about where we were at the time.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not doing it right, but whatever. I couldn't do frog flare again.
It's all right.
Well, Luca didn't have enough stuff.
It's fine.
Yeah, we were just talking about where we were, and I was just like thinking about that day. And I was just like, that was a weird day, man.
It was one weird day.
It was just, I think we were talking. I was like talking about like seeing kids cry in my class and stuff like that, and being like, oh, that's fucking weird.
No, it was a weird day. Like it was super weird.
It was
super weird.
It was just a massive understatement.
I had class at like 8 in the morning, and I walked outside, and people are crying, and I was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
like, I had no idea.
saying.
I had no fucking idea what was going on.
Oh, you didn't see it? So I was in. I think I've told this story before, but I was in a computer class.
Yeah.
So like a girl got. It was such a weird confluence of events where
she got called out or something. Yeah,
because her dad was flying that day, and her mom called to say that he was okay.
Oh, right.
And it was like.
But like nobody knew. Like this was right before like people knew shit immediately.
Right.
Like there wasn't Twitter. There wasn't Facebook.
No, the only way you could do it was if you had a computer in front of you.
Yeah, or watching TV.
Yeah. So like we knew because we just instantly went on and started going to all the news sites.
Because you were in computer class.
Yeah, because I just happened to be in there, and then we got on and looked.
Yeah.
Because the girl came back and said that and was like, I think crashed into the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Into one of the Twin Towers, and like we were like, what the fuck? So we just thought it was an accident at first. You know?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was at Temple. And I had class with David Jacobs, who's an alien abduction guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's a history teacher. I had history class with him. I think Joe had him. Here's another.
He did. He had his UFO class. Actually.
Yeah, he had his UFO class, and he told us. So I'm walking to class. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning or 8:15 or whatever.
Yeah.
And people are losing their shit, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, I'm an idiot. You know, I don't know.
I think it was a little later. I think it was like 10 o'clock, wasn't it?
Well, I think it all went down at like 8 something.
Did it really?
Yeah, it might have been 9. I might have been going to class at 9 or something.
I was in class. Oh, you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about work life now, and I'm like, oh, things don't start till 9 o'clock.
No, school. You were in school
I
like
was in
6:30 in the morning.
And that was my first class, so you might be right. It might have been like 8.
So like,
I wasn't in school at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, well, dude,
never.
There were people who had to take the bus where I live who had to get up at like 5:30.
Yeah,
fucking horrible. But so I thought that too. I thought it was just like an accident.
Yeah,
and it didn't really like hit me until like I got back to my room and turned the TV on and saw one World Trade Center.
Yeah,
like the other one fell down already.
And you're like, oh.
And I was like, oh
shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my dad came and got me with a gun on the dashboard. So.
Did he really?
Yeah. He's like, you think I'm coming here today with that dude? I was like, no, I don't.
I did not think that, Dad.
I didn't think that. I wasn't thinking. Silly me.
Wasn't thinking about your guns, Dad.
What was I thinking? Boy, what an idiot. Stupid idiot.
Oh, man.
Driving with a gun on the dashboard in North Philadelphia.
Yeah.
White dude with a beard, the whitest guy.
I don't even know what your dad looks like.
He looks like me, but less attractive. Less funny, less attractive.
Sure. Uh-huh.
I'm just a better version.
I hope your dad watches this show.
I don't even think he knows what I do. I don't even think he knows he has a son. Oh, who?
What? Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
I remember him. I got him at school once. I brought my gun.
I was super thoughtful and I showed up with my gun.
This'll save us from the terrorists.
From the planes coming at
from
you.
The jetliner.
And he's shooting at the fucking pilot.
It turns into like a fucking scary movie or some shit.
He shoots the pilot as the plane is coming head on at you.
And it stops.
It turns just slightly and crashes right next to you, and he just watches it go by. He just turns with it and watches it. The camera pans with you.
Yeah, with you. Yeah, I know. I see your vision.
See my vision?
I see your vision for this scene. I was thinking more of like a Spielberg concept shot where it crashes
right in front of
the
you.
ship and it stops right in front of us.
I think it's more heroic if he's watching it go past him.
And it blows up.
Because he's watching the havoc that he wreaked. And other people might die, but he didn't die.
Our hero, my dad, doesn't die. Our hero, my crazy dad. Oh my God, he's a Florida man now. He is Florida man.
So
now.
This is pre-Florida man.
This is pre-Florida man. Yeah. He didn't move to Florida until 2005.
I was gonna say, do you think 9/11 was an impetus for him to be like, "Fuck it, I'm moving"?
No,
to
he
Florida.
always wanted to go. We were gonna move to Florida when I was a kid.
Yeah, I know you loved to drive in there. You didn't.
I didn't mind it. That's where I got good at traveling.
Uh-huh.
I'm really good about being in a car for a long amount of time because of that.
You are. It's surprising.
You wouldn't think I would be, but I learned how to keep my mouth shut.
I know a lot of people that are terrible at being
Mike Sadorf.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I love Mike so much, but
he's not a good long car. I've actually never taken a long car ride with him.
When we went to Kalamazoo.
Oh yeah, the fated Kalamazoo trip.
Oh my God, he fucking we were in, I think, Ohio, and he fell asleep for 2 hours, and he's in the front seat, and Nick's driving, I'm in the back seat.
Yeah.
And he wakes up and he goes, "Oh, I gotta pee." He's like, "Pull over, I gotta pee." And we're like, "What?" We're like, no, we'll just go to a gas station. He's like, "Oh, just pull over, I'm gonna pee right here." He's like, "I really gotta go, you gotta pull over right now." It's like, you can't just wake up like that and just demand someone to pull over so you can piss on the side of a highway.
Oh, man.
Like Route 90 in the middle of fucking nowhere, Ohio.
Dude, I'm not getting as much life as I want.
I know, we're not gonna maybe get it to 1,000. I don't think the other characters might not get to 1,000.
Yeah, it might be a lot longer until you get to 1,000.
I mean, we're just zoning the fuck out. We're telling some funny dad stories.
This is my favorite part of grinding.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any funny stories. Have I ever told the story about how my dad got carjacked? I think I've told that story. In North Philly. My dad was working in North, I forget what part. One of the parts of North Philly that's real bad.
North Philly.
And he got carjacked.
Yeah.
And it was
a long time ago when it was. I mean, it's a little.
There's parts of North Philly that are like
it's a little better.
gentrifying at this point.
It's a little better now.
This is when like pretty much all of North Philly, like Temple did not have the campus that it has now.
When I was at Temple, they were in full takeover
it was edgy.
mode.
Yeah, it was edgy then. Like there was like you were pretty much like in the deepest part of like poor North Philadelphia.
You got like 2-block radius.
Right. Now it's like they own half of North Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Brad, I'm trying to tell a story. We can come back to the story in 1 second. We'll be right back. We're back. So, for those who don't know, North Philadelphia is probably one of the like most crime-ridden parts of the city. Maybe West Philadelphia.
Philadelphia's
you've
probably
heard
worse.
of that in a song somewhere.
Yeah, somebody was born and raised there.
So I mean that's also bad, but like those are probably the two like hardest areas to live
North
in.
Philly used to have a roaming ATV gang.
Yeah.
That would drive around at night and just drive everywhere through the city.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
Was it Meek Mills that said it's the new Iraq?
Meek Mills, yeah. Meek Mills from North Philly.
Yeah.
I think he's dating Nicki Minaj.
Is he?
He was.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
I was super jealous.
You're like, I'm from Philadelphia. I could have been dating her.
I would put a baby in Nicki Minaj.
I know you would. I know you would. Josh, I would never even
I would
doubt
go get that baby at Temple with a gun on my dash, too.
if 9/11-2 happened. If 9/12 happened.
9/12. You know it would be called 9/12.
Yeah. You know it would.
You know it would.
So
he got carjacked?
So he used to work there, so he was driving into to work one day, and I guess he just had his door unlocked for some reason. He just didn't think of it. It was back before doors auto-locked.
They didn't lock themselves, yeah.
So like...
Mine's at 17 miles an hour, it does it.
Yeah, exactly 17?
It's what it says in the manual. I checked. I was like, I wonder when it really is locking. It's like 17.
What an interesting number. I wonder...
It's in between 20 and 15.
Thank you.
I think that's why. Because 15, like...
Too slow?
That's really fucking slow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think you can get a ticket for doing anything at going 15 miles an hour.
Right, and you might need to jump out of your car at 15 miles an hour at some point.
Especially if Sam Henderson's shooting at you.
Right.
With his gun.
So that it can slowly roll past him.
Slowly roll past.
That would be a fucking hilarious scene.
That would be really... We have a lot of really funny car scenes that we
Oh my
come
god,
up with.
yeah. And they usually involve people jumping out of a car.
Yeah.
We just need to get more money to be able to make those scenes.
They're really funny, though.
They are.
They make me laugh, so...
Yeah. So he was driving, and a guy came up to him, and
shit.
you know, at a like stoplight.
He thought it was like a guy just begging or whatever.
Yeah, or you know, like he was tired, and he wasn't looking around or something like that. And the guy comes up, opens the door, and tries to pull my dad out. And my dad like pushes the guy out, and the guy comes back in, and he like pushes him back out again.
Yeah.
So the guy reaches in and like turns his car off, like turns the keys off, so that he can like throw him out and then start the car up again.
Yeah.
So they tussle for a while. My dad pushes him back out again. And turns the car on. The guy gets in one more time. My dad pushes him, closes the door, drives off, sees that the guy's jacket, like the bottom of his jacket, is caught in the door, and the guy is stuck on the bottom of his car.
Shit.
And my dad drives with the guy on the car.
That's fucking awesome.
And then like he drives away far enough, and then stops his car and looks, and the guy's not there anymore.
So the
guy fell out of the coat.
Dad could just like road haul the guy. Like Jesus Christ.
He was like, I'm not down, and he found like a knife like in the wheel well.
That
or the
happened
door
to a
well.
friend of mine. He got stabbed. A guy I used to play WoW with.
Because he was resisting that.
He had a Jeep, and the guy just came up and
Funny,
stabbed
that's what
him.
it was. It was a Jeep for my dad, too.
Yeah, I think they think that they can steal it easier. Because I think he had the top off. And it was all open and shit, you know?
Oh, it wasn't like that. I think it was just like a Jeep
like
4Runner. Or
yeah.
It was a very popular car at the time.
I think my friend had that. My friend's mom had a Jeep Cherokee. It was red.
Yeah, they were just popular cars in like the mid-90s.
The 90s.
Mid to late 90s.
Yeah, it was like a 1993 car.
Yeah, definitely, yes. Yeah, and so it makes you like a kind of a target to get carjacked because people want that car.
That's terrifying. Yeah, my car.
And then he bought a gun.
Itself.
And then he bought a gun. and he made sure. And then he thought about it.
The 9/12 happened, and he teamed up with my dad.
You're gonna make a movie about our dads.
Called Dads.
Dads beat 9/12.
Yep. Yeah, my dad lives in Florida where you can just legally murder people.
Really? No, you can't.
If they come on your property, you can just shoot them.
There's like no like...
It's fucking crazy, man.
Wow, that's madness.
I mean, my aunt lives in Boca, which is like the whitest Ritchey white
Yeah,
suburb. Boca
right.
is like
Doylestown?
Newtown. It's like
Oh.
Newtown.
Oh, okay.
Like
Newtown, Pennsylvania is
yeah,
what we're talking about.
like it's exactly as far away from Miami as Newtown, and you know what I mean. Like it takes.
But
like,
you can still go down to Miami
yeah,
Beach
you can
on the
still go to Miami,
weekend.
go to Fort Lauderdale. Woo!
Oh boy.
My other aunt lives in Fort Lauderdale. She used to be a private detective.
Uh-huh. That's awesome.
She's crazy. She's
What a
crazy
cool family, man.
No, yeah. Yeah,
cool,
they're
real
real
cool.
You should try fucking living with them. Yeah, no, my aunt
Sharona.
Cheryl is like, dude, she's fucking Sherry. We call her Sherry or whatever.
Okay.
Like she's a lunatic. I think my mom tells a story about how they went over there one time to visit, and like she was living with some lady, and this lady just comes out naked and just sits down. And my mom was like, "All right, we gotta go," because like my mom's like fucking, you know.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh my."
So yeah, she's a little prudish.
Oh, boy, what are you guys doing in here?
Boys.
My mom never showed up anywhere with a gun on the dash.
Yeah.
And my mom would shoot a gun, it would like throw her backwards. She's like 4'2".
I've also never met your mom.
You never met my mom?
I've never met any of
thank
your family
God.
members. Okay.
My mom's so embarrassing.
Why?
Because she like loves me. And she
And
like
that's embarrassing.
And it's like when Nick and Mike came to get me to go to Kalamazoo, my mom was like, "You guys going to Michigan?" And she's just like a lunatic. And she's like, "Okay, well," and she's just
Your mom sounds fun.
she's
I think I would like your mom.
maybe.
You know she'd like me. I get along with all parents.
Yeah, I do too.
It's so easy. You just got with parents.
Yeah.
You just got to be like, "Hey, we're cool."
You just have to listen to them. That's all they want.
You listen to them.
Yeah.
You say hi. You ask them how they're doing.
Yeah.
You listen to them a little bit. If you're in high school, by the way, do this.
Right.
And you'll be able to like, you'll befriend all of your friends' parents, and you'll
Yeah.
be able to do anything at their
I
house.
was always super good at meeting like girlfriends' parents.
Oh, yeah.
To the point where they like loved me, and that
Yeah.
became like a thing because
Yeah.
like you're in high school and you just date a bunch of people and shit. Like
Yeah.
your parents are like, "Well, what happened to that guy?" Like,
I
you
know. I like that one.
One time I got my one girlfriend who wasn't my girlfriend at the time. We went to this party, and then I went to her house, and we just stayed up all night and like talked and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Like high schoolers
like high
do.
schools do. And I wasn't dating her yet.
Yeah.
Not really. And then I fell asleep, and she was like, "Okay, we have to sleep down here." Like my parents, they used to go to the Catskills or whatever, like every weekend.
Yeah.
But they would come home and shit.
Yeah.
And so like she's like, "I don't know if my parents are coming home, but you have to sleep down here." And I remember like going to sleep, and it was like 6 a.m. The sun was up.
Yeah.
And like an hour later,
They came
I
out.
wake up to the door opening, and I hear like the mom walk.
You
You know, and I hear a stop as soon
you
as
told
they
me about
see
this.
me. Yeah,
And
dude.
you were like,
And I pretended to sleep, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I hear the mom walk up the steps, and I hear them like being like she was like, "What the hell?" Like I could hear like she was mad about it.
Yeah.
But then I like went over and had dinner with them, and they like loved me.
right.
So like I don't know what I did. I don't fucking know.
That's all
I
you
did
got.
the dishes though. I did do the
If
dishes.
you do that, you're in their hearts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we ate tacos. Maybe I helped make food too. I might have done that.
Then you're in. Because then you're a responsible young man
Yeah, and now look at
or
me.
woman. And now look at me. Now look at you. You're fucking gonna beat an ancient god with me on the internet.
Thank God.
Now look at you.
Thank ancient God. We've killed these things so many times, but
Yeah,
this
we're
is
having
the
a good-
best.
Well, okay, so like this, my plan is to just grind out this episode, and then
Yeah, fuck it.
I guess we could probably do it next episode. We have the moves to do it.
Brad
now.
says we have 6
got, like-
minutes. I'm throwing up in my mouth. Brad says we have 6 minutes left.
Yeah, we got so we'll grind for the next 6 minutes. We're gonna have more of these talks. If you don't want to hear, I mean, look, if you've been here this long, you probably are here for the chatting. But
Yeah, the
if you're
chit-chat.
still here and you're waiting for something to happen, next episode something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We're gonna go do it. I have a feeling we kind of have to, because like
Yeah, whatever.
we could sit here all day and do this. Like Frog just leveled up.
49.
I mean, only 6 more battles and he'll get up to 50.
That's not a lot. We can do that.
No,
We can definitely.
we're gonna do that. Frog's going up.
See, now you're doing the math and stuff. Now we're this is how you play the game.
Now we're grinding.
Yeah, man. I hate when there's like a lot of XP that you need to get and you have to like move the decimal and figure it out, man.
I'm not trying to do that.
Just tell me.
If we get to that point, I'm stopping.
I do that.
Because when you get to decimal points, then there's infinite, and it never ends. There's an infinite point between 2 points.
I think I told the story about my dad about how he slid down the sliding board on his feet and cracked his head open.
No.
Greg Louganis style.
You may have told me.
I might have told him on Continue. Yeah, he was just wasted, and he was like, "Watch this." He was like that guy.
Was it a pool?
We had a pool.
Oh, yeah.
When my family was rich. We had a pool.
I'm on top of the world.
Well, never gonna not be rich. The 80s. Yeah, we had a pool, like an in-ground pool, and with a sliding board.
You were rich.
Yeah, well, we had a house in Florida too, which is where all this fucking shit began. This like
Right.
Florida love, you know.
Yeah.
Which it's a nice place to visit.
Right.
Florida's great to go to for a couple of days.
I've never had a bad time in Florida.
Yeah, no, I never have either. But yeah, he was just wasted, and he would do shit like this every now and then, where he would be like, "I'm invincible," and then do something stupid.
I think crack his head open.
Yeah, he slid down on his feet, and he slipped on the bottom and cracked his head open. There's blood everywhere, and he had to go get stitches.
Oh god. Well, your head is the bleediest part too.
Yeah, if it gets cut, it bleeds crazy.
It bleeds a lot. Yeah.
So I always had like dirt bikes and stuff growing up too. Mm-hmm. So my dad would just like
motor dirt bikes.
like dirt bike.
Oh,
dirt
dope.
bike. Yeah, I know. So like I had one probably when I was like 15 or 16. That was like an
Man, you
adult
were the
one.
cool kid,
It was
dude.
like an adult one, right?
Yeah.
And
Like the kids in my neighborhood who drive
Right.
around on them and wreak terror upon the neighborhood.
Yes. So my dad like just gets on it. He's like, "Check this out." He he's like shirtless because he's fucking like he's that guy.
Yeah, 80s dad. I
Yeah,
get it.
he's
Yeah.
80s shirtless drunk
Yeah.
dad. And he's like, "Check this out," and they just like re-oiled the road that he lived on.
Yeah.
With that rocky
in Florida?
shit. No, this is here still.
Okay.
This is still here when he like married his second wife,
Okay.
my second stepmom, my first stepmom.
Right.
And
Pre-stepmom, yeah.
he's like, "Check this out," and so he gets on the dirt bike and fucking does a wheelie down the road without a shirt on that's covered in gravel.
Oh god.
And I'm like, Jesus fucking
Oh
Christ.
god. I don't know why I went past this.
He's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. How he's alive? He had a heart attack. Okay, he had a heart attack because he smokes and drinks,
Uh-huh.
and he was on a ladder.
So your dad is Don Draper.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, wait.
Yeah,
Hold on.
This is a lot going
He
on.
had a heart attack on
Yeah.
an.
Yeah, he had a
On
heart
a
attack
ladder?
on a ladder. Okay, and the ladder broke, and he impaled himself in the lungs.
Oh my god, dude.
And he tells me this, and I laugh, and he's like, "The fuck are you laughing at?" And I'm like, "This is the craziest story I've ever heard." I was like, "What the fuck are you doing on a ladder having a heart attack, and then it
Well.
breaks and it punctures your lung? Like, what kind of fucking life are you living over there?"
I mean, yeah, he should have been dead.
Like, what are you doing, man? He's like, "Oh,
Well, those are the things. Like I mean, like I have stories not from having like after having kids. I haven't had kids, so like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not a dad, but I have stories of like how I almost died many times.
Oh yeah, yeah."
Like my
Yeah.
friend blowing a stop sign and going through a
Oh,
like
yeah,
intersection.
dude.
Oh man, that was fun.
I almost died on Elephant Road one time.
What's that?
It's
I rode up in
near
Quaker
Dublin.
Town?
It's like near Dublin.
Okay, yeah,
It was after Nick and I were we were in school, we were in college, and we were doing stuff for
for film.
yeah, for like our teacher on the summertime. The one teacher would have like movie, like she would make her own short films in the summer
Yeah.
and do intern. Like we could intern for them and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's smart. Free
Yeah.
labor. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, for her.
Right.
That's how I met Ashley. That's where I knew Ashley from.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So like, I was coming home and like it's this crazy deadly like turn. They've made it a 4-way stop now.
Yeah,
but
blind man's curve.
yeah, it's a blind man's curve, and I turned and this dude was coming like behind me going like 90. Like he must have been high or drunk or something. And I got into the oncoming traffic lane
Holy shit!
because I realized that I could. I saw that I could. You know.
Yeah, that there was no one there.
And the dude blew by me going like 100.
Oh
and I was like,
my
that would have been it, man. Like that would have been.
I mean, you might have lived in the front, but was there anyone in the back
No,
seat?
no, it's just me.
You might have lived through that.
I was a neon though, so it was the neon.
Oh yeah.
I would have probably turned into a fucking tinfoil ball.
Dude, it's so scary to think about those moments where you almost
know.
died and be like, "Oh, that was close."
I know. It's like ass puckering.
Yeah, you're
like,
like,
oh shit, that wasn't good.
I'll never forget. I didn't almost die, but I think about it still, and I'm still like, it freaks me out. There's a park up in North Pennsylvania, around Dublin, past Dublin, called Ralph Stover's the bottom part. You know Ralph Stover,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And like High Rocks and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
We were up there one time, and we were like young and stupid,
Young, dumb, and full of cum.
and full of cum, and all my friends were like, oh, you know what we should do? Climb on the side of the rocks without ropes. And I was like,
Dude.
not for me.
Dude, that's so crazy. That must have been an Upper Bucks County thing, because I was at a fucking party one time with a quarry.
Uh-huh.
And it was full of water, but it had a sheer cliff on the side.
Oh.
And this one kid, Paul, his name was Paul.
No shit.
Yeah, he was like, fucking watch this. And he goes and climbs up this thing and jumps off. And we're like, dude.
Fuck that,
Like,
dude.
and you don't know what's in there. You have
No.
no idea. It's a fucking
I mean, I would
quarry.
go, like I'll jump in some water, but no, I'm not climbing fucking without a rope
Yeah, I'm not doing
attached
no
to
rock
me.
climbing.
I
couldn't even climb the rope in gym class, dude. I get that feeling in
They
my
never
stomach.
made me do that.
They always
never
made us do that.
They never made me do that.
Oh, shit.
Are we done
That's it.
already? Well, it's cool because I was leaving anyway. Brad.
Jesus.
So fuck you, man. Hold on, let me kill these guys before we leave.
All right.
Yeah, man, I'll climb off. I'll jump off a like rope swing or something like that, but
Yeah, I'm not climbing up a rock.
nah. No rocks for me. We'll see you guys in a week. Bye-bye. No siree.
No siree. No rocks for me.